Did you know that 88% of millionaires are self-made? That means most rich people didn't inherit their wealth, they built it. But here's the shocking part. 70% of those who inherit wealth lose it by the second generation. So, why do some people keep growing their wealth while others lose it? The answer is simple: they think differently. The rich don't follow the same path as everyone else. They have habits, mindsets, and strategies that put them ahead of the pack. In this video, we'll reveal the secret strategies the rich use to get ahead. You'll learn how they think, act, and build their wealth, starting from childhood all the way to their business ventures. We'll also show you how to apply these lessons to your own life. Want to know the hidden habits of the ultra-wealthy? Ready to stop following the crowd and start creating your own path? Let's dive in and uncover the untold truths that can help you get ahead of 99% of people. Chapter 1. Born Different. The hidden power of your first 7 years' success isn't just about hard work and strategy. It's also about the environment you're born into. Did you know that studies show 50% of a person's financial success is determined by their family background, especially in the first 7 years? This period is crucial because your brain forms 80% of its neural connections by the time you're 3. Early exposure to new ideas, problem-solving, and learning can set a powerful foundation for wealth building. For example, a study by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that children raised in affluent households are more likely to develop strong social networks and better educational opportunities, which later impact their career success. The rich often grow up around people who are already thinking about long-term wealth, teaching them to think in terms of assets and investments. It's not just about money, it's the mindset. Even small things matter, like having access to books and experiences that foster a growth mindset. Research by Dr. Carol Dweck shows that children who are encouraged to embrace challenges are more likely to develop a resilient mindset, which is key to overcoming setbacks in business. One powerful tip here is to reflect on your own upbringing. What lessons, good or bad, shape the way you think about wealth? The takeaway is simple. If you're a parent, invest in your child's learning environment early on. It's never too late to expose yourself or your children to things that will shape a successful mindset for the future. Even small changes, reading more, talking about money, encouraging big dreams, can lead to big results. Chapter 2. Life Unscripted. The secret to self-created opportunities. The rich don't sit back and wait for opportunities, they create them. In fact, 88% of millionaires are self-made, meaning they actively build their own paths. Warren Buffett's advice is clear. The best investment you can make is in yourself. It's about recognizing when to take risks, and it all begins with being proactive. Think about Elon Musk. He didn't wait for someone to give him a chance, he created his own. When he co-founded PayPal, it wasn't the first online payment system, but he saw a gap in the market and seized it. Today, his ventures like SpaceX and Tesla are driven by the belief that if you don't see a solution, you can build one. But how do you create opportunities when the world is full of competition? The trick is to stop playing by the same rules. According to the Harvard Business Review, those who succeed are willing to act boldly and sometimes break norms to forge new paths. For instance, Richard Branson's unconventional approach to business and life has made him a billionaire. His motto? Screw it, let's do it. By finding gaps in existing systems or improving upon something that already exists, you're already ahead of most people who are just waiting for something to happen. Don't be afraid to fail, because each failure is a step closer to success. The key is persistence and a willingness to think outside the box. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights on how to get ahead of 99% of people. We'll keep sharing strategies that make a real difference. Chapter 3. Live Beyond Limits. Why comfort zones are the graveyard of potential. The wealthy don't stay in their comfort zones. In fact, they thrive outside of it. Tony Robbins, a leading success coach, says, "The quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with. The richer you are, the more comfortable you get with discomfort." Here's a fact. Most millionaires face risks every day. It's not about being reckless, but about being strategic. The majority of wealthy people have their hands in various ventures, stocks, businesses, real estate, and they make calculated decisions to push their limits. A 2020 study by Fidelity Investments revealed that 92% of self-made millionaires attribute their success to the willingness to take well-calculated risks. Let's look at Jeff Bezos. When he left his stable job on Wall Street to start Amazon in his garage, he was taking a risk. Most people wouldn't bet their entire savings on a single business idea. But Bezos did, and today, Amazon is one of the world's most successful companies. He said, if you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness. Risk-taking doesn't mean blindly jumping into anything. It means being willing to step into unknown territory, to learn from failures, and to keep going even when the odds seem stacked against you. The point is, without risk, there's no reward. Staying in your comfort zone might seem safe, but it's also the fastest way to get left behind. A powerful way to break free from your comfort zone is to challenge yourself regularly. Take small risks that get bigger over time. Start a new project, speak up at meetings, or invest in learning something you've always wanted to explore. The more you push yourself, the more comfortable you'll get with discomfort, and the bigger your growth will be. If you're enjoying these tips, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated. Chapter 4. Learn faster than your peers. The art of ultra-learning and strategic reading. To get ahead, you need to learn faster than most people. Wealthy individuals aren't just passively consuming information, they're ultra-learning. Ultra-learning is a strategy where you go deep into a subject quickly and efficiently, mastering it in the shortest time possible. According to Scott Young, the author of Ultra-Learning, this intense learning style can give you a competitive edge in any field. Take Bill Gates, for example. He is known for his Think Week, where he isolates himself for a week, reading books and papers about emerging technologies and trends. Gates believes that reading books and diving into topics with focused attention is one of the keys to his success. He reads around 50 books a year, far more than most people. The key to ultra-learning is intensity and focus. Studies have shown that the more focused you are, the faster you can absorb information. A 2016 study from the University of California revealed that focused practice, rather than sheer time spent, is what leads to skill development. The more actively you engage with new material, the quicker you can master it. But it's not just about learning, it's about smart learning. Billionaires like Warren Buffett attribute much of their success to reading. Buffett spends about 80% of his day reading and learning about various businesses and industries. He's quoted saying, "The more you learn, the more you earn." If you want to get ahead, build a reading habit that focuses on your personal and professional growth. Start by reading a book a week or dive into online courses on topics that interest you. This is where strategy comes into play. Don't just read for entertainment. Read to learn how to apply new knowledge in real life. Ask yourself, how can I use what I've learned today? When you can turn your knowledge into action, you gain an advantage over those who simply consume information without applying it. Chapter 5. Teach to reach. The unconventional path to influence. The wealthy understand that teaching is one of the most powerful ways to cement knowledge and expand influence. If you want to get ahead, start teaching. When you teach others, you master the subject yourself. It forces you to break down complex ideas and reframe them, which deepens your understanding. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He was always teaching his employees and customers, from product development to keynote speeches. He didn't just create Apple products. He taught the world about how technology could enhance our lives. Jobs was known for his ability to simplify complex ideas and share them in a way that made people believe in his vision. Teaching isn't just for those in traditional classrooms. It's about creating value for others. You can teach through blogs, videos, webinars, or even casual conversations. The act of teaching creates a ripple effect, where you become recognized as an expert in your field. The more you teach, the more people look to you for answers. A study by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that individuals who teach others are more likely to achieve career advancement, as teaching demonstrates leadership, expertise, and communication skills. Rich people know that teaching is not only about imparting knowledge, It's about creating an influence that leads to opportunities and lasting networks. If you want to be recognized as an expert, start teaching something you're passionate about. Whether it's mentoring others, creating instructional content, or simply helping someone learn, teaching accelerates your growth and connects you to a network of like-minded individuals. It's a key ingredient for those who rise above the competition. Chapter 6. Think like a visionary. The millionaire's time horizon. If you want to move ahead of the pack, you must think like a visionary. Visionaries aren't concerned with short-term wins, they focus on long-term rewards. Most rich people think about the future in terms of decades, not years. They don't react to trends, they predict them. Elon Musk is a prime example of visionary thinking. When he founded Tesla, he wasn't thinking about the next quarter's earnings. He was thinking about how to change the world's approach to energy and transportation. He's publicly stated that he envisions a sustainable future for humanity. His bold, long-term thinking has been a major driver of his success. But how can you start thinking like a visionary? One way is to ask yourself, where do I want to be in 10 years? A study published by the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that long-term thinkers are more likely to take the necessary actions today that lead to success tomorrow. When you focus on your long-term vision, you're willing to make sacrifices and take the necessary risks to achieve your dreams. Rich people are constantly thinking about what the future will look like. They study patterns and trends in markets, technology, and culture. By predicting the direction of the economy or technology, they make smarter investments. Jeff Bezos, for instance, took a long-term approach to Amazon, focusing on growth and customer satisfaction rather than immediate profits. A visionary approach means you make decisions with a broader time horizon. This mindset helps you to avoid being distracted by short-term distractions or instant gratification. Instead, you focus on strategies that may take years to bear fruit but will ultimately pay off in bigger ways. So, what's the takeaway? Start thinking about where you want to be in 5, 10, or even 20 years. The ability to look beyond the immediate moment and consider your future impact will give you the clarity and focus needed to stay ahead of 99% of people. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more exclusive insights on how you can get ahead of the crowd.